Hello and welcome to a how-to video for SAP Business One. In this video we're going to show you how to set up approvals in the system. The first thing we're going to show you is where to access approval stages set up in approvals template setup, and that can be found under administration, approval process, approval stages, and templates here. And I already have them both brought up for us. And the first one I want to do here is set up my approval stages. And the reason I want to do that is whenever I do set up my approval process through approval templates, I'm going to interact with the information here, which is going to tell me the amount of approvals that I need, the authorizer of whatever we set up here, and so on and so forth. The example that we're going to use here is very simply a purchase order. So anytime a purchase order is entered by a specific individual, it's going to go through an approval process, and it's going to go to the person that we set as the authorizer. They're going to need to review that purchase order, and if they approve, they will send it back to the originator and they can continue on with the process here. So I have approval stages up here. I'm going to go in and call this purchase order approval. We'll just give it the stage name and a description. We're going to say that there's only one approval required. Now you can set this as many as you'd like here. Let's say you want to set it for 2, and just in case, in this example, the manager's out of town, that type of thing. But we're going to go into our approvals here, and we're going to choose. And let's say this is Jason Butler, and that's our manager there, and this is our authorizer. So whenever we go through to put the purchase order through, it's going to fire off an approval with this specific person. Now we're going to add that to the system here, and we're going to X out of that, and now we're going to start with our approval template. So same thing here. Let's call this purchase order approval. And who does this apply to? Now let's set up a user here. And we'll go ahead and pick this user here. Now it's going to apply to this user only, and you can set up as many of these as you'd like here. We're going to go to Documents, and what does this apply to? We're going to call this the purchase order here. So let's say this is, we're going to point to that specific document there. Now here's where we interact with our stages. So since we already have this set up, we can click here. Here's our purchase order approval that we set up just now, and if you'd like, we can go one step further as well. So there's certain terms. So you can say you want to launch this always, or you could even go down and there's some predefined terms here. So let's say the total document. As you click through here, you can go to greater than, and you could set limits on this too. So if I put in a purchase order over $100, we can do it that way. Or there's some flexibility here to go, within ranges, things like that. Now, again, there's another piece here as far as term based on user queries. So if you have a query in the system here that you want to interact with, you could enter one of those in here and enter in some further terms that you'd like to select for to fire off this approval here. But for this one, let's just say we want this to work always here. So anytime that this specific person puts in a purchase order, they will trigger off the approval process to go to the manager. Manager will approve and send back to the originator, and then that completes the approval process. Thank you for watching this video. As always, please reach out to us here at Support One with any questions. Click on the link to subscribe for more content.